my memory serves me right, I think it was illegal to own a PlayStation 2 without having a copy of Simpsons Hit and Run to play on it. When it comes to licensed video games, there's a truly special place in, I believe, everyone's hearts for this chaotic GTA 3 clone set in Springfield.
Whoa, wicked!
Coming through!
Whilst I could go on about how I love each and every little detail of this title since I've watched The Simpsons through more times than I care to mention, instead, because we're all about racing here on Traxion, let's take a look at the 10 best races the residents of Springfield have to offer. But before we smash through crusty glass and kick the crap out of Marge, why not subscribe to the Traxion channel for more racing content coming your way. Number 10, the Level 3 Time Trial. Not the most interesting sounding race names, I know, but at least you'll know where to find them. Come to Millhouse as he skulks about on the Springfield waterfront and he'll give you the first race of Lisa's level, a time trial. Now I hope you like right angles, because Big Millie isn't messing around. It's a blast hammering it round the pier on level 3, but it's an entirely different feeling when the clock's against you. Turning right up towards Krusty Lou Studios pits you against needing to turn right whilst up in the air, damn hills, and the large jump across the ship makes for a great final straight set piece, though you will need to attempt to turn 90 degrees left when falling back to Earth. If you need practice dashing around the Squidport, this race is no better place. Number 9, the Level 7 Circuit Race. Our only pick on this list that takes place on Level 7, otherwise known as Halloween, chatting to this zombie by the demolished church starts a quite lengthy circuit race. Homer makes his way around a significant amount of Springfield, all while his spooky opponents try to run him off the road. Seriously, if you've ever played the final level of Hit and Run, you'll know what I mean about these guys' AI being difficult on the streets of Springfield. Just take that and add it to a race setting and yikes. To make things even more ridiculous, it's just one stretch of track you simply go out and back on. If the AI were already aggressive enough, imagine having to dodge them coming head on. Still, it's a great time. Plus, zombies can't count.
Bridge!
Number 8, the Level 1 Checkpoint Race. Speaking of characters who can't count, Ralph Wiggum is quite simply a national treasure, and you'll be seeing him a lot today. Instead of all 3s, it's all 1s here. The third race of Level 1 has you partake in Hit and Run's first point-to-point checkpoint race, beginning outside the church and finishing at the main entrance of the power plant. Up against Bart, Otto, and some background character nobody cares about, this race gives you almost the entire breadth of Springfield streets to play with, enabling you to take drastic shortcuts and do dumb jumps just to make Homer say stupid things. God, I love this game. It is definitely a good way to get your head around the map layout before the clock goes up against you in the main levels of the game. See you in a bit, Ralph. Number 7, the Level 6 Checkpoint Race. Oh hey Ralph, fancy seeing you again. This time you'll find him outside the observatory back with yet another checkpoint race, and he did the countdown properly! I'm so proud of you, you adorable idiot!
I did it! I counted!
This final race against old Homeboy sees you fly across Springfield Dam, throw yourselves down the rolling slopes of the street, and battle the right angles of the docks once again. Though we've had some practice already on this list, being in a much faster vehicle proves to be a fun challenge. Also, try not to overshoot the jump down to the Squidport. We don't want to land in the flipping sea now, do we? Number 6, the Level 5 Checkpoint Race. Okay Ralph, what have you got for me this time?
6, 12, 1, go!
Well, you got one number right. Blazing around downtown Springfield as a poo, you find yourself going up against young Bart in a car, which definitely isn't his. The race begins outside the courthouse, where you'll find Ralph in the first place, where you'll dart through the streets past Moe's Bar, through the train yard, use the crusty glass here for a nifty shortcut, onto the Matlock Expressway, and back into downtown to finish by the police station. Since it's the final race of the level, if you win, you'll be rewarded with this garish thing, purple neons and all. Lovely. Number 5, the Level 6 Time Trial. We're back with Big Millie once again for yet another hectic rush around Springfield Harbour. Chatting to him by Mr. Burns Casino kickstarts a high-speed time trial up and down the hills of Springfield Heights and once again over the huge ramp that might leave you in the sea. 1 minute and 56 seconds might seem like ample time to complete this circuit twice, but since you're in a sports car and have to deal with this stupid ramp onto the beach, you might not find this to be that easy upon a first try. Millhouse, why do you keep making things hard for yourself? Number 4, the Level 2 Checkpoint Race. My boy Ralph is here once again, and this time he's all 5s and 4s, bless him. He's also standing in the middle of the road, which is pretty standard Ralph stuff, to be honest. For this race, you're up against uninteresting background character number 12, uninteresting background character number 4, and Lisa. After swinging by the stadium and circling the periphery of downtown, you're then onto the fun, glass-smashing, big jumping route on the Matlock Expressway. While the background characters aren't too interested in this whole thing, Lisa definitely likes to zoom ahead in her Malibu Stacey convertible, so watch out for that. Number 3, the Level 3 Checkpoint Race. It's safe to say that checkpoint races might be the most fun types in the game at this point. Ralph is definitely number 1, as he eloquently points out as this race begins. He's also outside the Duff Brewery for this one, and this might explain his aforementioned eloquence.
Vroom, vroom.
Up against Marge with 2 background characters in tow, we are once again heading back through the Squidport, but this time in reverse, uphill through the streets and ending in a short-lived jump up that stairwell by the gas station. You know the one. Relatively short but sweet, and that was our last event on this map. Number 2, the Level 5 Circuit Race. It's only our second run-in with Nelson, but this one is a good one. You'll find him loitering in downtown Springfield, and his circuit race takes on a similar form to what we've seen in the Halloween level, featuring an out-and-back style track, but for better or worse depending on how dangerously you like to drive, only a smattering of sections where oncoming opponents can obliterate you head-on. Good thing there's an ambulance racing with you then. Taking you round the itchy and scratchy roundabout, through the tunnels leading back to the town square, round tight corners and into said spaces where you can bash each other silly, our last circuit race on this list is an absolute banger. And number 1, the Level 4 Checkpoint Race. We're back one last time with old Ralphie, as it seems that checkpoint races are definitely king on The Simpsons Hit and Run. You'll find him meandering about the end of Evergreen Terrace on Marge's level, and once you've spoken to him, he'll put you up against Professor Frink in his hovercar, which proves quite a speedy challenge for Marge. It feels apt to top this list with a race that begins speeding past the Simpson homestead, through multiple panes of crusty glass and past the Springfield landmarks we all know and love. With Frink's aforementioned speedy vehicle, don't get too complacent when you feel like you're far ahead, as this Gleivenmeister won't be as far behind you as you might think. Hurtling through the Stonecutter's tunnel and crossing the line amidst dripping toxic waste, Ralph's Level 4 checkpoint outing might just be the best race in the game. And that is our list, which races made you drool like a hungry Homer, and if you want to see more hit and run content in the future, what would you like to see? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the Traxion channel if you don't want to miss out on more Springfield shenanigans. I've been Rich, thanks for watching, keep it pinned, and I'll see you soon.